So, what are the 7 foods and beverages that can silently raise your blood pressure? Many people will not know this, but on today's episode, I'm going to reveal to you the 7 foods and beverages that can silently raise your blood pressure. My name is Dr. Moses Frazier. Welcome back to the channel. We are talking about hypertension, high blood pressure, which is a silent killer. And so, as we learn together how to manage blood pressure, we will reduce our risk of heart attack, strokes, and kidney disease, and the others. The number one food product that raises blood pressure silently is bread and baked goods. All right, it's not because of only the sodium content, but you and I know that commercially prepared food has high volume of sodium. And because people eat bread and baked goods, consistently, that is why it's one of the risk factors to having high blood pressure. In fact, the American Heart Association says that if you want to drop your blood pressure, one of the diet they recommend is what low carb diet because of the low sodium content. So that's number one food product that can increase your blood pressure significantly. The second one is processed and cured meats. Okay, so deli meats, sausages, and canned meats are among one of the high sodium food that you can find on the market. And unfortunately, people consume these foods without even giving a second thought to it. People eat sandwiches and salads that contain these processed dairy products. And these can increase your blood pressure very, very, very significantly. And the third one is sugar sweetened beverages like soda, fruit, drinks, and sweetened tea. These can raise your blood pressure very significantly. In fact, because of the additives that are added to these beverages, it can increase your systolic blood pressure up to about 2 millimeters of mercury and diastolic about 1.5 millimeter of mercury. So by consuming this product on a regular, consistent basis, you raise your blood pressure without even realizing it. The fourth one, this affects a lot of young people, are energy drinks. Now, energy drinks actually can raise your blood pressure up to about 10 millimeter of mercury systolic and actually 6 millimeter of mercury diastolic. And this because it contains caffeine, and that induces what I call caffeine mediated sympathetic activation. And this will cause your blood pressure to be very high. So if you take this drink consistently, you are actually drinking yourself to hypertension. Okay, the fifth one is we call licorice. Licorice contain what we call glyceric or glyceric acid, and glyceric acid work by increasing the sodium retention is high, or water retention is high, and decrease your potassium level, and these mechanisms are responsible for high blood pressure. The sixth one is alcohol. In fact, alcohol has become one of the highest consumption, especially in both men and women. A lot of countries, especially even the third world countries, they've been drinking a lot of alcohol, and they did not know that there's a linear correlation between alcohol consumption and high blood pressure. In fact, if you drink daily, you can increase your systolic blood pressure by, let me look at the numbers very well. We can increase systolic blood pressure by actually 2 millimeter of mercury by just drinking one drink a day. So if you're drinking 4 drinks a day, you are looking at 6 to 8 millimeter of mercury rise in your blood pressure. That is huge. And if you do this consistently, you are drinking yourself to stroke, heart attack, kidney disease, or early death. That is why stopping alcohol or reducing alcohol actually proportionally reduces your blood pressure. So those of you who have been drinking alcohol excessively daily, you are drinking yourself to death. The last but not the least, even though there are more, is ultra processed foods like packed snacks, frozen meals, instant noodles. These actually will contains added sugar and additives that can promote inflammation and also cause endothelial dysfunction. And these will cause increase in your blood pressure. And so those of you who are very busy, you can prepare and you pick up some of these snacks. What you're doing to yourself is that you are eating yourself to blood pressure, heart attack, stroke, kidney disease, and early death. So these are some of the food products that have been shown by the American Heart Association to increase blood pressure. And one of the recommendations that we give you as far as food is concerned is low carb diet, and also the Mediterranean diet, and eating foods that are low in sodium and high in potassium. These will regulate your blood pressure. So if you found this video to be helpful and the channel be helpful, then come back here and weekly or monthly for some medical information to help you regulate your blood pressure very well. Now you can leave us a comment if you've eaten any of these food products and you've had increase in your blood pressure. Please leave us a comment below for our readers. They can benefit from it. Until then, Dr. Moses, I'll see you on the next episode.